Good evening. This is my contest video for Bad English Rex, or as we know him, Mr. Finiglish. I'm coming to you from Helsinki, beautiful Helsinki. Yes, Mr. Finiglish, I'm here somewhere. You can look for me, but you can't find me. So, kind of excited about this. Mr. Finiglish, Bad English Rex, me and him have been talking for a long time. He was one of my very first subscribers, and I've always enjoyed his videos. Are just, they're funny. I like them. I mean, I got to give you credit for what you do. That's amazing. I once tried to answer you in Finnish. I have no idea what I wrote. Probably said something about your dog or whatever. I don't know. But I tried to write to you in Finnish. So tonight, to celebrate you, first off, I have a special shirt for you. Look at that. Remember, pillage and then burn. So that's my Viking shirt. Yep. You know, because I have Swedish heritage, and Mr. Finiglish has been very nice to forgive me for being part Swedish. So I thank you for that. I know the Finns are the best. So that's the way it is. So let's get on with this contest. But first, hold on. All right. That's finished. On my screen, they look backwards, so I hope they don't look backwards on yours. So, moi! I think that's hello, moi! And then the rest of it, forget it. So I just wanted to start off with a little Finnish words to make you feel at home, to know that, you know what, we're here for you. So let's get into answering your questions. Your first question was about a song to prepare for winter. Something that might have something to do for winter or whatever. I actually went with something kind of basic here, and it's actually very winter related. It is kind of Christmassy, but you talk about a winter cover, how about that one? This is Sarah Brightman, and she did this wonderful CD. It's called A Winter Symphony. I love Sarah Brightman. I think she has one of the most beautiful voices out there, and she's pretty hot. And, you know, this one really wasn't just a Christmas. There's a couple Christmas songs, but she does a lot of really nice songs about winter. From Arrival, Colder Than Winter is a beautiful song. She does It's Been a Bleak Midwinter. She does do Jesus, Joy of Man's Desire, which is really, really nice. But this is probably my very favorite Christmas CD that I have. And I have a lot of them, but she has a beautiful, beautiful voice. So that's the one I like, okay? So now let's move on to question number 2. All right, question number 2 dealt with a winter album. Kind of got a picture of a winter there. You can see a policeman, and that is an official. Everybody, that's an official police reindeer. Yes, they're big in Finland. You may not have a snowmobile, but if you have a police reindeer, you can ride that anywhere you need to be, and you can take care of crime. So that's what really is one of the coolest things about Finland, police reindeer. So you talked about a song, a winter album. Well, that was pretty easy. I have a lot of winter albums. So I picked Live, Johnny Winter And. Yes, this was a 1971 concert from Johnny Winter. I didn't know, Mr. Finiglish, that you were such a big Johnny Winter fan, but you asked for a winter album, so all right, this is the one I picked. And, you know, he does a lot of great things on here. He does My Little Schoolgirl, It's My Own Fault, does Jumpin' Jack Flash, whole lot of shaking going on, Johnny Be Good. I mean, there's a lot of 50s rock and roll stuff. So I thought this was an excellent winter album. So I appreciate you, Mr. Finiglish, for your love of winter and everything Johnny Winter. So that is the one that I thought that you would like. So next one was pick an album that you might not have heard before. All right? I have 2. One maybe you've heard before. This is The Kills, and this came out 2016, The Kills. And it is Ashes, Ash and Ice. You know, it's only 2 words. You would think I could have that memorized in my brain, but obviously I can't. So The Kills, Ash and Ice. Well, it has actually 2 posters in there, which is kind of neat. It's on colored vinyl. This was a special set. This really is, it's kind of punkish, kind of alternative. The Kills is one of my favorite groups. Do not get them confused with the Killers. The Killers, I don't think they're not a personal favorite, but the Kills is. So wonderful, wonderful group. If you haven't listened to them, they've been around for a few years. Again, this was 2016. I really love their stuff. Very kind of punk alternative. But maybe you've heard of that one. So let's do this one. Black Fuss. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Black Fuss and Heimlich nach Cologne. Look at that. All right. Obviously, this is a German group, and this German group is from Cologne, Germany. And they do a variety. I mean, well, it's all in German, so I can't tell you. Let's see, because my German is non-existent. I don't have any. But I had a German exchange student, so he gave me some German music, and this was one of them. And they have everything from country to easy listening to rock on here. I mean, it's really crazy where it all goes. So you may not have heard of these guys, but Mr. Finiglish, if you like some German, I am sure this is an awesome CD put out in 2003. Well worth you looking into, okay? All right. Now, let's get into next question. What do people think about your record collecting? Well, I can tell you this. Nobody in my family really cares about my record collecting. My wife, nothing to do with it. You know, just take her to a record store, you know, it's worse than going to the dentist. Just doesn't much care for it. My children, you know, I had 2 boys. One's 31 now, one's 29, or he's going to be 32. They've never played a single record album. Their whole life, they've had hundreds of records. Never once have they taken out a piece of vinyl, put on. They wouldn't even know how to put a record on a turntable, quite honestly. They played a few CDs. My oldest son pretty much trashed all my Weird Al Yankovic stuff, including the box set. And my youngest son did some of the alternative from the 90s, Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, but that's it. So the music collecting, it's all me and nobody else. So that's what my family thinks about it. But luckily, my wife's patient and lets me do what I want to do. All right. So now let's think about Finnish music, okay? I think I got something. All right. Finnish rock music. There you go. That's a picture of Finnish rock music. Look at that. Oh, my God. You know, the Scandinavians in heavy metal, but putting orchestration is pretty amazing. Now, I do have, believe it or not, a Finnish CD. Yes, I do. A Finnish rock CD. Yes, sirree. And Mr. Finiglish, I can't pronounce it. I can't even try to pronounce it. But the lyrics were all in English. It's called Spirit of the Forest. And there's a picture of the group. You can see that. What's neat about this is they take Finnish folk tales and they put it to music. Well, not necessarily folk tales, but folk music. So they use, you know, there is the violin, there's some lute, there's some basic Finnish folk instruments, and then they heavy metal the heck out of it. So it's just, you know, you can hear the elements of folk in there, but very, very heavy metal. So it's a really, it's a neat listen. I liked it. Yeah, I kind of almost wish it was in Finnish. It just make it cooler, but you know, you can't understand it. So yes, there we go. There some more pictures of the band. Look at that. Yeah, they kind of look like they want to be, you know, part of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones there. So that's my band. So that's my bonus. Yeah. You, Mr. Finiglish, unlike you who can do the English, I can't do the Finnish. So there we go. That is my video entry to your contest. Add me into that, baby, okay? Keep doing what you're doing, Mr. Finiglish. Love the whole hands thing. Just cracks me up every time, but you do such a wonderful job with it. Great videos. Do appreciate what you're doing. Great job on 100 subs. You're well deserved. Have a great night, everyone.